cams out. We're going to pull the lifters out. And anything you need is a 10 millimeter and a magnet. Pull the lifters out easier. And we're going to put everything lifter wise over here just like it came out of there. We're going to put them right back in the same ones. You don't have to do that. It's just what I do. But yeah, we're going to put everything over there. You got to do that to prep it to get this thing to the machine shop. I'm going to put you on time lapse. I hope you guys like these time lapse. If you do, I can get a lot more videos shot. But these cams, don't want to do all of them at one time. What you do is come through the middle here. I want to loosen these, 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 I want to loosen these a little bit, I want to loosen this over here with these over here. Right? Just evenly. You do that slowly the whole way. Don't take it all off at once. You'll strip stuff pretty easily. Same way when it goes back on, but I'll do like a little bit of a video on that. These cam caps are all numbered. They have to go back to the exact same place. They have arrows facing this direction, to the left, towards the cam gear. Well, not the gear, the cam pulley. I guess we'll call this a pulley since this is done by a belt and this is done with a gear. So, over by the cam pulley where you're going to do your timing belt, it all goes this way. Another thing is, you can take out the intake cam easily by itself, or you can remove both by itself. So it's up to you however you want to do it. Intake, you can take these caps all off first to come out. Just all depends how you want to do it. But make sure you're taking everything off evenly. Cam caps are all going the same direction. And me personally, I put the lifters where they came out of as well. You don't have to. It's something I do. I guess I should have showed this, but in the last part there, you see me put this back on, retighten the deck down. We lost one of the dowel pins in the head, so we retightened it down, put it back in there, and we wiggled it, and it came out. So that's what we wanted. We actually have one here that did it, and this one right here. So we're going to put those caps back on, tighten them, and wiggle them out. So these are in here so they don't get lost in the machine shop. Okay, we got a pretty sludgy head here. We got a little scarring here and there, especially over on this end. But it's, you know, I've seen way worse. This has got about 182,000, I think, on it. I'll have to go look at the mile gauge on it real quick. But we got everything over here set in order. We're going to clean them caps up really good with some brake clean. Then we'll throw some oil on top of them after we brake clean them. We'll clean these up a little bit. Just like microfiber. It shouldn't be really dirty unless they are. Then we'll brake clean them a little bit. But you don't push on the underneath of those. It'll take the oil out of them. They may drain the oil out. The lifters will tap sometimes when a lot of the oil has been drained out. It is what it is. They'll prime back up. I've never had an issue. A lot of people like to soak those, but I just let it prime in the motor. Yeah. Everything in there. Nice and neat. Put it right there. Now we'll take this to the today we're working on a friend's Mazda 3 Speed. He dropped it off to me, told me he heard something in the front's been rattling. I can't see anything. Went ahead and lubed everything up in case I had to do a control arm swap, because I see some bushing starting to crack on it, but it's not bad yet. I put a bar in here, wiggled it around. Bushing up here looks good. Tie rod ends look good. Ball joint looks good. Took a jack and jacked up everything here. Everything released right. No spring busted. Can't find nothing on that so far. Motor mount maybe busted or something. I tried to move it and it doesn't seem like it wants to move either. I did the same over here. Pried on everything. Sway bar end links are good. Jacked everything up again. Spring's good. Everything looks fine underneath here. Tie rod ends are good. Ball joint's good. Really don't know. Another thing with these Mazdas, come back here and you jack from here. I use a board always to keep anything from getting scratched, or the jack from sliding is easy. This board actually happens to be perfectly fit, but right in the middle, that's where you jack at. Right in the front. Right here in the rear, right here off this little bar right here is where you jack at. That's where that goes. So, pretty good design by Mazda. Then you put your jack in between. There's a bump here and a bump over here. I'm kind of on the front part of it. But I went ahead and put it there because you can tell where people jacked on it before with a floor jack, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be over there. Right there is where you're supposed to be. Not right here, which that messes up the pinch weld. But, you know, people don't know what they're doing, so I figured maybe show this in a video. Some of you Mazda guys might need this little tech. We're good in the lower control arms. Ball joints look good. All that stuff looks good. But it's definitely got some popping noises. In the front end. You can hear it. Right there, you can hear it. Alright guys. You can see way too much movement here. On a visual look, when I had the wheels off of it, it seemed like this bowl joint was perfectly good. But as you can tell, it's definitely not. Okay, now this is the passenger side. And you can see the whole wheel is trying to turn. The whole wheel is trying to turn. You can see the back, it's trying to turn. And there's no play here in the ball joint. The other side, everything was turning was the ball joint. So this side's good, but as you can see, we're gonna have to replace this, because we got crack all around that. And again, you're better off to replace the whole arm. Replaces that bushing there, bushing here, and ball joint. Tie rod ends look good on this thing. So, found the culprit.